right, we're here with the Game On at the Game On Expo with Riggs.
That's right. Oh, we're gonna miss our walk.
Oh, we better hurry. Uh-oh, better hurry. The Game On Expo is celebrating 10 years, and I got to return to the Phoenix Convention Center in Phoenix, Arizona, and I had such a blast. And this is the 4th show that I've attended, I do believe, and such a fantastic setup by John Lester and crew. And I absolutely love this convention for some different reasons. As I get older, it's about connecting with friends. I really love coming to conventions and seeing old friends or seeing people that I've met on forums. And you know what? You're going to come to these conventions for different reasons. The big draw this year was Tony Hawk, as he was there signing autographs. They were expensive, but hey, get to meet Tony Hawk. And about a third of the vendors were games, and it was a huge vendor hall, all sorts of things. There was anime, there was lots of pop culture items. I know mostly on this channel people like to see the games. There was a wide variety of different games and products that you could get at the vendor hall, which was just a small portion of the show. Really, this show has evolved over time, and it's opened up to a wide variety. Whether you want to get autographs from game celebrities, you want to listen to a panel, they really have done a good job at connecting people to what they want, and playing arcade games, playing pinball machines, VR, PC. Oh, nice to see some Sega Genesis stuff there. Angry Video Game Nerd was also attending the expo, I do believe the first time, and that was a big draw as well. I want to mention that, as you know what, there was many people excited about meeting people, talking, as well as, you know, if you're into purchasing collectibles, there was tons of collectibles on the sales floor, whatever you're into. There was import, there was consoles, there was classic, old school. I did see a box 5200 right there in that shot, which was purchased by a fan who picked up my new version of Block'em Sock'em for the Atari 5200. I also have it for 8-bit. And yeah, it was great to see a wide variety of video games, collectibles, posters, models, you name it, and pops, fit action figures, toys. And Game On Expo celebrating their 10th year. It was just a fantastic show. It was very popular. I was busy both Saturday and Sunday. They also have a Friday part of the show, which I came in late, wasn't able to attend that part of the show this year. So yeah, you name it, it was there. Did you attend? Have you attended in the past? What did you like about it in the comments? Let me know. As this show is a variety show, it's not just video games, it's pop culture, it's tabletops, it's all sorts of things. You know, having Tony Hawk at this event, this person was very happy getting his autograph. His autograph, I do believe, was $100. And so it was great to hang out with Riggs, Reggie, and crew. It was really nice to see friends and reconnect, as we don't get to see each other as much as I would want. And so there was lots of homebrew and aftermarket games there. As you know, that's why I come to these shows, is to see what is out there. Riggs offering a wide variety of products, and you know what, it was great to reconnect with him and his wife, and had a great time. Spent some time with him. It was great to talk with him and talk all things retro and more. Here's my table where I offer my homebrew and aftermarket games. You can contact me directly, as I do ship my homebrew and aftermarket games, 1swfan@hotmail.com. It was great to see Brett again. I've been at many conventions with him. Great guy. Got to hang out with him Friday night and Saturday. And here's the arcades. And arcades and pinball machines were on free play. And it was a great optional experience for people maybe don't want to collect as much. By the way, I do all sorts of types of videos. If you're interested in this type of content, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button, as it helps me quite a bit. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much for the ongoing support. And seeing the arcade machines, seeing the pinball, seeing the classic arcade setup. There was a lot of dance machines and music themed. They even had like a classic Japanese arcade setup there. It wasn't turned on, but still have to show it. And yeah, there's several classic arcade machines ready to go for people just to walk up and start playing. They were on early, so it was great to come into the vendor hall early and set up, because these were packed all day long. There was a wrestling mat, and so there was wrestling at this show as well. Just some of the wide diversity of this convention has really expanded over the years, but it kind of sets it apart from some other just game conventions, and it's nice to see that. It was definitely a really good experience. Here's some new pins, I do believe from Stern. They had a new Dungeons and Dragons pinball machine. Brett was really enjoying it, telling me, hey, you got to check this out, and it was good to see that. So yeah, I really enjoyed kind of having some time and seeing some of the vendor hall and floor space. There was a VR setup that was pretty fun, watching people interact with their VR games and seeing them, as well as a really nice PC, tower PC setup, LAN setup, multiple different games. I had a panel with Metal Jesus and crew, Riggs and Reggie as well. It was so much fun and had a blast there. There also was the Art of Nintendo Power Museum setup, and that was really, really interesting and fantastic. It's been at some other conventions around the United States, but I had to show this as it was really cool to see original artwork from Nintendo Power all in one spot. You can go to the website interactiveartcollection.org, where you can see all the cool things of what they do, and it was really awesome to see it all in one spot, hand delivered to the show by the owner, and I don't blame him. And it was just fantastic setup just to see all this original art from Nintendo Power. What's your favorite Nintendo Power? In the comments, let me know. I have a few issues, that I appreciate and enjoy more than some of the other ones. Castlevania, Super Castlevania 4, I think it's Super Metroid, just to name a few. It was really sweet to see this. I had to show this in my video, as you know what, it was just kind of unique. And this is just some of the amazing stuff that you get to see at the Game On Expo. That one might be my favorite, Super Castlevania 4. Really neat to see the sketch art there, and wow, and painting, wow, awesome. Props, a lot of props that were used for cover art and more. Just amazing, and continuously adding additional pieces. There was a Sesame Street art piece that was added to this exhibit, I do believe for the first time. I could be wrong. And yeah, I just had to show it, as I know there's a lot of people that appreciate Nintendo Power original art. So much fun. And so, you know what, just connecting with friends and having a good time and talking to people that grew up the same consoles as myself, or different, or, you know, seeing different people's interpretation of what nostalgia was. What is nostalgia to you? What is retro gaming to you? In the comments, let me know. There's that Sesame Street art piece that's new. Pretty awesome to see that, and so much to see and appreciate at Game On Expo. And so just happy to attend, you know, 4 of the 10 shows that they've had and at the Phoenix Convention Center. Currently, it used to be at the Mesa Convention Hall, the Mesa Hall. Yeah, if you've gone to the early ones, definitely in the comments, let me know. But yeah, I had to show this in its entirety, as really nice art all throughout this exhibit. And I know that that's going to be a big draw for many people such as myself. But got to see Riff from Pixel Game Squad, as well as many friends. Jason, Metal Jesus Rocks, very sweet to connect with him, have some dinner. Radical Reggie, got to talk with him quite a bit. It was good. And the musician of my Block'em Sock'em game, Sergio Elizondo, and really nice to see him. And new friends such as Heather. We're going to talk to Heather at the end of this episode. And Russ Lyman, really cool to see him, as well as many friends. G to the Next Level, awesome to catch up with him. Project Retro Games, offering some great products that I've covered on my channel. I went out and had dinner with Gabo and friends. Such a great time.
He's got to come down to my level.
All right, we're here with Heather. Heather, why don't you tell me, why don't you tell my channel about what you do?
Oh, okay. So I take broken controllers, I save them from going in the garbage. As long as they're in good physical condition, decent, I deconstruct them, put them in shadow boxes, and make some wonderful artwork for your game rooms.
All right, where can people find you?
On Instagram, pixel_parts.
All right, and this is what's great about Game On Expo, is meeting new friends. It's nice to meet you. And I can't wait to show you something that she's made. She's going to be sending to me, and you can see that in a future video.
So excited.